Hi guys, I've been away for a little while, been under the weather, feeling much better, or feeling well enough to give a read. So the most difficult thing is always to keep a beginner's mind. There's no need to have a deep understanding of Zen. You shouldn't say, I know what Zen is, or I have attained enlightenment. This is also the real secret of the arts. Always be a beginner. Beginner's mind is what keeps us open and curious and on the edge of the unfolding experience. No fixed mindset. The star card. That's not a fixed mindset. It's to do with the mind, but it's open mind. It's the mind in search of enlightenment. And what do we mean by enlightenment? What is that? Spirit. Two of Pentacles. It's a decision, a choice. How do you bring it into this dimension, Pentacles energy, into our everyday life? How do we? What's the key? Beginner's mind. Emperor. That's sort of taking control of your destiny. Emperor is about control, divine masculine energy of I'll do it, I'm the king of kings. All the kings combined. Emperor is whole in the way he is in the world, he has a purpose and a passion. It's considered and it's balanced. Two of Pentacles. What's the choice, please? We have Page of Pentacles, a message, Nine of Wands, perhaps from somebody who's been wounded, who's still standing. Five of Pentacles. Wounded because they've been in a cold place. Tell us about the cold place, please. How do we bring comfort to ourselves and care and attention and warmth? Knight of Cups. Perhaps by offering love to somebody else. Or believing that, we're not shut out from this experience of connection and warmth. Despite all appearances, we're actually what are we actually? Page of Pentacles. This beginning point, this offer. Moon card. this is sort of the Page of Pentacles, Moon. It's sort of like, you know, Moon card is the mystery, is the unconscious, is the dreamscape. And I think this is the takeaway. You know, what we're able to bring back into life, into Pentacles energy from this sort of abyss of deep feeling, primal feeling. You know, it seems so big and so deep and so wide, and yet, you know, this is what we have to show for it. And there's been hurt involved and deprivation, a feeling of lack, a feeling of unworthiness, 5 of Pentacles. And then in comes love, knocking at the door. Tell us about the star, please. Wish granted, wish fulfillment. It's sort of like, I'm hearing the light at the end of the day. You know, it's not to be found, even though star is a air energy about thought and clarity, this is the lack of that. This is recognizing, you know, that we're in a trap. Looking in the mirror and seeing somebody bound. I think this is the false image of oneself. This Emperor thinking, or, you know, that's a forward action taking element of our psyche. That's the ego. It's about how we appear in the world and what we do. Well, evidently we heal in that same air energy as the star. Wow, that was a bad smell. I think it's the shirt I'm wearing. It's from the thrift store, and you know how they perfume the clothes? Oh, God. 10 of Cups. Emperor is trying to heal a hurt. This is what he wants. This is what he's trying to establish. Tell us about the moon. That deep, submersive feeling that is beyond our control. We can surrender to it. High Priestess. Also moon energy. Both are cards of Cancer, of the pull of the tide, of the surrendering to the subconscious. And this is a more active aspect of that. This person is opening themselves to the influence of the deep water. What does that mean? Opening themselves to the influence of the deep water. What does that mean, please, Spirit? What are you trying to tell? Well, High Priestess doesn't explain things. You know, she perceives them, she feels them, she knows them. She does not translate them. So it's left to us to try to interpret the things that we see in this way. Looking through to the other side. Tower. Tower. That's on Eight of Swords. You know, if somebody's been bound up, literally tied up, blindfolded by some pattern of thought, Scorpio energy of the Tower comes in and blows it wide open. And I think what's revealed then is you end up where you're supposed to be. That somebody here was not where they were supposed to be. Not where they belonged. Not where their soul purpose lay. This is a card of the mystic. Somebody's here having a spiritual awakening. And it may be a rough awakening. It feels like a liberation, but it also feels like a loss of everything that was familiar. What you thought was stable. Okay, tell us about Knight of Cups, Five of Pentacles. What we thought was stable. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Love on the move. Three of Cups. I see this as facing the future with your people. With a kind of sisterhood. It's the warmth of friendship, affection, all this water energy. Moon, High Priestess, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, Ten of Cups. And Scorpio energy in the Tower. It's almost like the emotions build up. There's been this attempt to keep ourselves from the truth, Sword energy. But, you know, it's like the truth wins out, the Star card. Aquarian clarity. But the liberation comes as a kind of sudden change or sudden disassembling of the familiar. And as I say that, I'm hearing family and familiar. On Nine of Wands, the Sun. Somebody may have been feeling wounded and guarded and have felt the need to set up a boundary. They're like the guard at the gate. If so, this is what they're blocking out. Happiness, warmth, joy. Another card of the Divine Masculine. Emperor Sun. And on Two of Pentacles, Hermit. That could be a decision to pull back, you know, to understand it's sort of like to understand the world by understanding yourself. And when I look down, this is on the bottom of the deck, the world. It's as if like the individual in Hermit, the 9 card, the individual and the entire you know, I'm so tired. I thought I was well enough to come back and do a reading, but I'm not sure I am. I'm sort of feverish and feeling crappy. But this says somehow in the isolation of hermit energy is the opening to the new thing. Which somehow we've been blocking. I think Hermit is trying to study on in that beginner's mind way. You know, this is like so tight. This is when you're wound so tight. Maybe as a result of what you've been through, what we've been through. But this feels solitary, right? In Pentacles energy, Earth energy. That's the energy of Hermit. Virgo. Solitude. But it's as if that solitude opens us up to the next phase. It's the opening we can pass through. Sometimes it indicates a year. So there may have been, because Pentacles speak to time, a 4-year stint of being clamped down. I keep getting wound too tightly. You know, protecting what's familiar. Again, that somehow, I mean, there's no more familiar after Tower. No more with the old way. It's beginner's mind because it has to be. On 2 of Pentacles. Full. That's good to see. You know, that's consideration and a certain degree of stalling out, indecisiveness. And then this leap forward. A card of Aries, as is Emperor. So I think Divine Masculine has healed their ability to believe in this kind of happiness. The 10 of Cups, the sort of happiness for all of us. You know, and it's got this reference to here's the couple and there's the inner child. It's almost like a 6 of Cups, past life reverberation. And this is sort of like the next round. And it's a sign me up energy. You know, I may be tired. I may feel wounded. I may feel like I don't have anything more to give. And something happens. In fire energy, in that same 9 of Wands, you know, I don't know if I can go another step. I don't know what accounts for this turnaround, for this ability to heal, you know, to come in from the cold. It's a card of company, of reunion, of friendship. I think somebody will come into your life, perhaps a friend, that just gives you a second wind. Shows you a kindness. You might be doing this for somebody else. Because we're all wounded warriors. You know, we've all been through it. But there's something this time that sets us free from this bondage of well, not beginner's mind. It's like, this is the mind in chains. This is the mind set free, back to its natural state. Isn't there something about, yeah, to always, it's like, you know, we come into the world, we're faced with these challenges, and something about the innocence being corrupted, or thinking it is. Eight of Swords. So it makes us, you know, be in a place of, I don't want to give anymore. I don't want to accept anything anymore. And then there's this, based on your ability to walk the path by yourself. That's what Hermit does. You gain access to life itself. Fool's journey. It's, you know, it's starting over at the beginning. After this, something is really taken down. Can you tell us just a little bit more about what caused what was the thing that bound us that is now exploded? And what accounts for the turnaround? It's a period of deep reflection. It all sounds so... Queen of Swords. This is a kind of cut the bull energy. Just tell the truth. Allow the truth in. Allow it to be your guide. And it's a deep truth. It's something that has been healed in a period of withdrawal, like the Hermit. A protective place where you can heal. And after a tower moment, there might be the need to be quiet. And it's almost like I'm getting like the explosion of the tower can be deafening. So you can't hear and you can't speak. You just recover. Queen of Swords has to say something about the truth. It's like, let's move. Let's move on to something fresher, clearer, cleaner. Queen of Swords would be a proponent of beginner's mind, taking a fresh look, unvarnished look, in order to be able to leave behind some way of seeing the world or thinking. You know, she may have said things she regrets. Let's move on. Where are we moving on to? Oh, there's a decision to be made. Two of Wands. Where are we moving on to? You know, it's a card of like, I've picked the direction. I've got the wand in my hand. I've got the globe in front of me. I'm in a planning stage. Already on the move, Six of Swords. Page of Cups. This is beginner's heart, basically. You know, the new, fresh, vulnerable, beating heart. Some kind of renewal. Tell us about the page. I've got a fever, I think. I'm going to go put myself to bed after this. Okay, we got a couple here. we have Nine of Swords. Kind of a nightmarish anxiety, trying to wake up from a bad dream. And get on the move. It's really somebody at cross purposes, because on the one hand, they're very anxious, and on the other hand, they're inspired to go for something. So it's this push-pull, and it's creating this kind of chaotic thinking. This person's head hurts, and so does mine. One more, and then I'm going to close it. Keep going. Keep going. They're telling me to keep going. Okay, because there's you in all your glory. Queen of Pentacles. I think somebody may have been confused about how to think about this relationship. They see you as very calm, very abundant, very stable, and they feel like this. But somehow you've kind of lent them some stability to keep going. And in some way, you helped them to crack it open. Yeah, I'm not a well woman. We have the Magician. This is a card of manifestation. I think it indicates this is, you know, you both manifested a situation for yourself that is stable and in support of you and in support of the people around you. And you've somehow, Hermit is a teacher, a guide, taught this person how to begin to manifest for themselves, to open up, you know, to crack wide open after this maybe 4-year period of shutdown. And you've somehow encouraged them, this wounded warrior person, in fire energy, right? Same as Emperor, same as Fool. Aries energy, life purpose, life force. You've somehow encouraged them or taught them to go inside themselves for their own healing. You know, you somehow demonstrated like how to do it. This is the destination. We have on the board, I'd love to go on, but I can't. You'll have to forgive me, but yeah, we have on the board Leo, 2 cards of Aries and the Emperor and the Fool. This is taking charge of your life and going for it. We have Aquarius and the Star, being guided to where you're supposed to be, you know, and this isn't where you're supposed to be. Somebody's been blown out of complacency, out of a limited way of thinking. I mean, this is the epiphany. It's literally mind-blowing. And it liberated this person to begin the journey towards self-realization, you know? Self-realization. We have 2 cards of Cancer, deep feelings in High Priestess and Moon. There's an eclipse coming, I think, in April, and I just got a reference to that. You know, a period of moving into a dark and murky place where you can't see, but yeah, you can see. High Priestess sees in the dark, sees with a different, you know, with this third eye activation. A visionary, right? A visionary. Leo in the Sun card. Virgo in Hermit. Virgo, Gemini in Magician. Capricorn in the World card. A lot of really strong, stabilizing, grounded energy of this. I think you're dealing with an earth sign, or you may be an earth sign. Or water sign. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio on the board. I think that's all the majors. Yeah, I don't know if I'll post this. Maybe I will. But I love you guys. And for right now, this is the best I can do. And I think often we don't think it's enough. But you know, it's what we can offer. And I'm telling you, you guys, don't doubt your own power. You have so much to offer the world. Partly because you've been through this, you've walked through the fire. It's made you shine. You're shining the light for other people. That's what Hermit does. You're giving them the power of manifestation. The power to open up. Till next time.